Heather, and this is my week-by-week pregnancy journal. This week is week 14, so I'm gonna let you know all my signs, symptoms, cravings, and everything that happened to me this past week. Check out the description area for a quick breakdown of this video if you just want to skip around. This week, the baby is about 3.5 inches, which is a super big growth from last time, and about 1.5 ounces. So they compare that to the size of a nectarine. What's happening in size and development this week? They say the head is about the size of a gumball now, and there's hair actually growing on that little gumball head. The kidneys are now producing urine, and the baby's actually probably even sucking on its thumb by now, which is nuts. How am I feeling physically this week? Definitely larger some days. I feel a definite change in my waistline, and just like, I don't know whether it's still bloat or if I'm starting to pop. You'll see at the end of the video when I show you my belly, but it's definitely like I don't want to say fat feeling, but I mean, girls relate to it like that. Like, I feel chubbier than normal, and I know I'm pregnant, and today I'm 15 weeks, so it's a different feeling. So.
I'm just thinking again.
Symptoms this week, I'm definitely having mood swings. One just came right now. But just shake it off.
Yeah, they're just classy.
Alright, anyway, so mood swings, definitely very irritable. I don't know why I'm crying.
It's okay. We can do it after the dog park. We could pick up. We could pick up where we left off.
I think I'm excited. Because we find out the gender tomorrow. Stop laughing.
You're making me stand here. Right? Hi, I'm the husband. And we're at week 14. And my wife's crying a lot and yelling a lot. And yeah, that's what we got. I am the man behind the camera.
Alright, I'm back. I had a mood swing, a little emotional roller coaster just now. Alright, other symptoms besides just crying and being irritable. I had super bad indigestion, kind of like acid reflux, to the point where, you know, like if you ever drank before and you wake up in the middle of the night or the next day and you have that like feeling of bile in your stomach that you just need to get out, or else the world is not going to be right ever again. I sat up and had that feeling at like 2 a.m. Had to take Tums and like sat there for about 30 minutes, and finally the feeling went away and I was able to go to sleep again. But that time was like so bad that it interrupted my sleep. Yeah, just after meals, especially dinner, I just find myself with indigestion. Tums or Rolaids, they say you could take, so I try not to take them too often, but when I do take them, it does help. Again, sorry for my cry face right now, but anyway, I had to contemplate whether or not I was going to get up and go throw up to make that indigestion acid reflux go away. Another thing that I've experienced is just hot flashes, I guess, in the middle of the night. I just wake up either to go pee, and then I realize I am so hot, have to strip off all my clothes, and it's the middle of winter. It's like 30 degrees outside. Well, it's not even the middle of winter. It's just so cold out right now. But I end up have to like just take my clothes off in the middle of the night, like so flustered and irritable and hot. It's hard to get comfortable at night. I feel bad for my husband because he always wants to cuddle, and it's like I want nothing to do with this. Like, get on your side and stay away from me. Every little thing is just, I'm very irritable, and I apologize, and I'm embarrassed sometimes for like the way I snap and feel, but I'm gonna cry again if I talk about it. So next topic. Cravings this week. I had this really strong craving for a hoagie or sub from wherever you are, whatever you call it. But I know that pregnant people can't have the processed meats, and I just needed it. So I settled for a cheese sub. So what they do is they put all 3 different kinds of cheese on it. I didn't even know. I was like, how does this work? I just knew that that was an option. So I got my everything on there, and I was able to dunk it in my cup of red wine vinegar, and that totally solved that craving. So that happened once in the beginning of the week, and actually like the next day or the next day after, I had the same craving, and I was said to my husband, is it crazy if I get the same thing? And he's like, what? Like, I guess whatever you want. And he settles for it, so whatever to make me happy. I feel like I'm leaning more towards sweet stuff this week, so I don't know, they say sweet stuff can be a girl, but I still feel boy. How's my body changed this week? Somebody at work came up to me and thought it was a compliment, I guess, or I have no idea because I was kind of insulted. They told me that my baby was coming from the back side. Doesn't seem like a compliment to me. Like, I was like, what does that mean? Like, my back getting fat? Is my butt getting bigger? I have no idea what it means, and I tried to figure it out, but I guess it's showing from the back. I've always had a little bootay, but I mean, I hope that I'm not getting larger in the wrong places, but I definitely noticed a little pop in my scrubs this week. Had me thinking about maternity wear and like having to get maternity scrubs. Definitely not right now, 100%. I could still fit into them, and I think I look fine, but I noticed a little bulge against my scrubs now. Thinking about that is crazy, because I just figured I'd fit into my clothes like and not ever feel a difference, but it's starting. So my weight is back to my normal weight that I've always been, and slowly creeping up. You could say I either gained 5 pounds in the first trimester up to now, or I just am back to where I normally was the last 6 years of my life. Emotionally, I think we talked about this already, but I'm just feeling very irritable. And I just hate that. I hate the way that I feel, the way that I react to certain situations. I just hope that it goes away when the baby comes out. Because I'm not usually this irritable. You know, normal irritability, but not this crazy. I'm not this crazy. Right? Things we did this week, we were supposed to have our second prenatal like OB visit, but it actually got rescheduled because of some snow blizzard crazy storm that came out of nowhere and closed everything down. So that's rescheduled for a week from now. So next Wednesday, we'll have that appointment. I'm not sure what they're going to do there, but we did have our genetic testing done a couple weeks ago, and we were supposed to get the results of that Monday. I was guessing that on Wednesday, at the appointment, they were going to give us the results. So I called on Tuesday, got the results for all of our genetic testing, and everything is normal. So that is a plus. That makes us feel so comfortable. Another thing that came along with that was the gender testing. I spoke to them and said, you know, can you put it in an envelope? And because they were closed on Wednesday and I wasn't going to have my appointment, they said that I could come in. So I went in on Thursday, got the results. They're in an envelope. The envelope is right here. I actually dropped this off to my friend, and we're gonna do an egg roulette for a gender reveal on Sunday, which is tomorrow. So tomorrow we find out the gender of our baby, and it's just very emotional. I could cry again because my baby, like, it just makes it more real. Right?
Yep.
But anyway, can't talk about that anymore because I'm very excited. So we're gonna smash eggs on our heads, and then you have 11 hard-boiled eggs and 1 raw egg. And my husband thought I'd let him pick what we wanted to do, and he thought that would be funny. So I agree, and I think it'll be a good way to get our parents both together and our immediate family to celebrate that we're having a baby. Also this week we did the lineup on like a sheets document of the old wives' tales, like boy, girl, like what's the heart rate, this, that, symptoms, and it was kind of not really a blowout for either of them. It was maybe like 1 or 2 difference, but it did lean more towards boy. One of the doctors at my work also, he did an acupuncture thing where you feel the pulses, and I guess you compare both sides on your wrist, and whatever side is stronger determines boy or girl. So I think right is girl and left is boy. So he said it's, you know, it's early on, but he thinks it felt stronger on the left, so that would mean boy. So all of these things point a little more towards boy. A couple things that I got this week. I was out at the store and I've been wanting to switch over to this soap for some reason. I think just like family members have it that have kids. It's the Baby Organic soap. So it's just like a foaming soap, and it's gentle and a good thing to probably transition to when you have kids. So we figured, why not start now? It's non-allergenic, non-irritating, plant-based. We're definitely trying to switch to more of the plant-based cleaners, soaps, and everything like that. Another thing I got is a letterboard. I plugged this up, and if you go to my Instagram, it's the gingy pants. I just did this and set it up with our eggs that we're gonna do for the egg roulette, and took a photo with it. So I mean, just to have one of these, take pregnancy photos with, and literally whatever, put quotes on it, hang it on the wall. I just love this letterboard. The letters are so easy to get on. You just literally pull them off like that. So you pull them off, and then you just slide this little clip right into the felt, and you have whatever you want on there. I'll put a link to the letterboard that we purchased. The quality is amazing. We got it on Amazon. I highly suggest that you do that for kids and anything, really. They're just fun to have. For our gender reveal too, I got some inspiration from Pinterest. Easy idea. You get the little mini Hershey's, and you highlight with a Sharpie marker in blue and pink, just the he and the she. And it's cool because you don't even have to really stay in the lines because the background is brown. So you can just scribble right over it, and it looks really cool. One of my friends this week also sent us matching shirts, so my husband and I will have shirts that say mommy to be with little footprints, and then his says daddy to be. And it's in a really cute font, and the feet look really cute, and they're very soft. Love them. One of our friends went on their honeymoon to Japan, and we got a surprise box in the mail. They sold this little toy in Japan that reminded them of us, and they were like, you know, it's gender neutral, so I think it's perfect for a little boy. But it's gender neutral. It's a little dragon. It's so cute, and I thank them so much for it. We got our first stuffed animal for our baby. I mean, just to think like this will be his, you know. This will be his or hers whenever we find out what gender it is. This week also we ventured out and we had dinner with friends at their house. So that was great to catch up, and they have a baby that's just turned 1 recently, so they were able to give us some advice. I mean, I'm not at that point of really knowing what to do, but she was like, I can't wait to help you with your, you know, registry and stuff. And I'm like, yes, definitely. Any inspiration from other moms for registry items is greatly appreciated. And they gave us a little gift for the baby. It is the cutest little washrobe. It's a little shark. And it's got a little face on it with a little fin on top and a little tail. So the bottom has a little tail. I cannot wait. It's 0 to 9 months. I cannot wait to put this on my baby. It is the cutest thing I ever saw. It's by Baby Aspen. It says, let the Finn begin. And our dog's name is Finn. So I'm going to have links for all the stuff that I just showed you in the description below. Check it out. What's comforting to me this week, I felt the urge to do the fetal Doppler again. This is probably my 3rd time using it. And I asked my husband if it was okay if I took it to my mom's house and did it with her. So we did that together. That was cool. I had, you know, let my family hear the heartbeat. I videotaped it for my husband to hear and for me to replay again, but sounds great. Heart rate is about 160 to 165 and it's beating strong. Always comforting to hear something, especially when you're not hearing or seeing or feeling anything yet. How has my husband been this week? Again, I think I touched on it last week, how he started all these home improvements, but this week he has just blown me away. He did a little wall that was made from shiplap, which he created by himself from boards of plywood that we cut on the bandsaw, and he set it all up, measured it out, nail gunned it up, and painted it. We got LED lights for underneath all of the cabinets in the kitchen. He put them up, strung the lights through, hit all the wires. We got a new countertop. It's just going to be a laminate countertop that he puts over. Little home improvements to make things look like new without spending a ton of money. I wish I could have documented all of his work that he's been doing because it's just amazing. Painted all the walls. I can't thank him enough for everything that he's doing. Another funny relation that my husband made this week was that pregnancy is kind of like planning a wedding. Like, you get all excited, you're planning your wedding, and then you have this lull period in between that nothing's really happening, nothing's really changing, everything's kind of like just there. And then you have the wedding, like leading up to the wedding. So I guess pregnancy has kind of been like that. It's super exciting. You find out, you reveal it. Nothing's really changing body-wise. And then once you get closer, you'll start planning the nursery, making a registry, having your shower, and then baby comes. Lots is still happen, but I think we're in that kind of lull period right now where not much planning is left to be done. How has Finn been, my dog? My husband has been practicing laying on him and like putting pressure on him, and he's been great. He actually comes up and like lays back on us, so things are going in the right direction with him constantly, and we're gonna take him to a dog party right now. So that's it for week 14. Thank you again for stopping by and watching this video. Please leave any comments below of any product suggestions that you have or any pregnancy tips. I'm all ears at this point, you know, just trying to take in and learn as much as I can about everything. Let's take a look at how my bump is progressing this week. This is my bump for end of week 14. I'm actually day 1 of week 15. Definitely feeling bigger. So, and there it is. There's my belly.